Hi all, this will be the fourth video explaining the entire major assignment section. This will be your very first assignment as a group. You will select the best project definition document and the best work breakdown structure. At this point, all individual documents will be graded and you can apply my feedback to the group submission. You will select the project definition document and the work breakdown structure to create other group documents. For example, if Jay made a 20 out of 20 on his project definition document and Elise made an 18 out of 20 on her work breakdown structure, you would need to make sure the documents were aligned. The philanthropy and location would need to be the same on all 5 documents. All right, you are continuing the same exact project throughout the entire course. You are continuing to create documents to support your 5K at your for your selected philanthropy and your location. Of course, you would need to make sure that the group settled on a particular philanthropy and on a particular location. They would need to be the same for every single document you submit as a group. All right, so let's make sure that that you continue with this. In many cases, it might be easier to use Jay's project definition document and work breakdown structure because they are already aligned. For example, if Jay had a 20 out of 20 on his project definition document and he made a 16 out of 20 on his work breakdown structure, even correcting his work breakdown structure with my feedback might be an easier edit compared to using Elise's 18 out of 20 on her work breakdown structure because those projects weren't necessarily aligned from the beginning. Make sure you are using my feedback to edit both documents to submit as the group. I am wanting you to apply my feedback to make the documents the best that they can be. After you have selected the best project definition document and the best work breakdown structure, you will create a team charter. So what is a team charter? A team charter is a written document by the team defining how the team will accomplish the given objectives. Your given objectives are making a communications plan and making a schedule based on the selected philanthropy and the selected location for your 5K. You can see that your team charter should include each of these following subtitles. You can see the purpose statement and the team objectives, right? We just talked about the team objectives. You can also talk about the team objectives. Think about a grade you want to make as a team on these assignments. If someone wants to make an A and another student is completely fine with a C, how are we going to compromise? What's that going to look like? I am very, very focused on making sure that that the work is even within teams and that you are making sure that everyone is pulling their weight. Think about the process roles. Who will do what on the team? How will the work be divided for these projects? Example, team leader, editor, who will work as well as the work to complete. So thinking about, you can alternate these roles too. Think about the team leader. So 2 students might be team leaders for the communications plan, and then they might send it to the next 2 students to make edits on this, and then vice versa for the schedule. I want you to think about when and how often you'll meet. Again, this is a faster class because it is the summer, but you need to think through all of these things and make sure that this is established on when and how long you'll meet. Decision-making procedure. How will you make decisions as a team? What if there's a disagreement? I want you to think through all of these things. This document is something, again, that you can take with you in the future to apply for future teamwork projects. Think about team communications. When are team members expected to respond to communications? For example, if Jay sends Elise a text message and Elise doesn't respond for 72 hours, is that appropriate? You need to make sure you're outlining what is expected from the beginning. And that leads me to expectations of team members. How do you expect team members to conduct themselves? Every single semester, I always emphasize respect and making sure that you are listening to your team members, making sure that you are not, saying anything offensive or rude. Make sure, how are you going to, operate as a team? What are the expectations you have for each other? Assessment of team effectiveness. Now, we established that your team objectives, you're going to be creating the communications plan and the schedule. How are you going to establish that how are you going to assess if you were effective, if you accomplished what you set out to do? Think about how, this can also be how you will work together. How are you going to evaluate that? So make sure you complete all of these. So you'll have the project definition document, the one you decided on as a group, and the work breakdown structure that you decided on as a group with the edits, as well as the team charter. And this will be, only one is required to be uploaded in the Dropbox. Please let me know if you have questions, but make sure you are using all resources before you email me. Have a great day.